Hello there buddies and welcome to the Buddy Vlog. This is the Q&A video. At the end of my last Buddy Vlog, if anyone happened to stick around long enough through my talking of myself, I asked if any of you guys had any questions you'd like to ask relating to the whole exercise and all that stuff, or anything in general, then to let me know and I might make a video of it. I haven't had like a crazy ton of questions, but I thought I'd answer them in the video anyway, so might as well get straight down into it. First one is from Popman Brad, saying, how good is your art style and are you able to show it off in paint or something with a mouse? The short answer for the latter part is no. Well, I'm not going to show it live. I can show you a picture now. I don't know whether I'm full screening this or if it's just superimposed, but that is an image that was commissioned by my good friend Falco Gaming. He kind of asked people randomly on Twitter a while ago to draw a cow eating its own head, and that's what I came up with in paint. My art style, I don't really have one. Sadly, I don't have them at hand. I did used to keep a load of sketchbooks. And again, I'm not an artist or anything, but I always quite like the idea of doing like cartoon drawings. And one kind of style I came up with, I'm using it as a stand. I've got a book which is Manga for Dummies, and I used to go through the exercises of that, and then from that I would just randomly doodle using the same kind of techniques, and I created these characters which were kind of like a manga / Tim Burton-esque thing, and I quite liked it. Like a little girl in Victorian dress with hooks for hands and no hair. I sadly can't find the actual drawings right at the moment. If I can find them, or if I can even find old, probably low quality photos of them, then I'll put it into the video during editing. But they're really cool. I should revisit that. It's one of the many things that I like to do that I have kind of ran out of time to do with everything that's going on in my life. So that's one question down. Captain Big Legs asks, what movie are you looking forward to coming out this year? I've been a little out of touch, I'll be honest, with what films are coming out at the moment, because I knew there was John Wick 2 coming out, and I haven't seen John Wick 1 yet, but I already know that I want to see number 2. The latest Underworld, I only found out the other day, came out in January. I thought it wasn't coming out until like next month, so I've missed that. The only other one I can think of off the top of my head, and I'm sure there's loads of films that I've seen in passing that are going to come out that I'm really looking forward to and I've forgotten, but the one that is in my mind at the moment that I really want to see is Logan. I absolutely love Wolverine. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and it sucks that this is his last one, potentially. I'm still holding out some hope that he's going to reprise the role at least one more time for a Deadpool film, because they need to be together. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine need to be together in a film, and I mean besides Wolverine Origins, which everyone knows was a terrible film, and Deadpool was depicted horribly in it, but I still kind of like that film. There's still something about it. It has some kind of charm that still attracts me to it, and I don't know why. But yeah, they need to do it properly, and they need to be in it together. And if they don't, and whoever ends up taking over the role of Wolverine, I don't know whether it's going to be this girl. I can't remember the name, the code name she's got. I think it's A23, X23, something like that. I don't know whether they're going to make her as the new Wolverine, or if they will actually just replace Hugh Jackman as the male Wolverine. I don't know. We'll see, but I really want to see them two together. But anyway, yeah, to the original question. Logan. Off the top of my head, right now, the one I'm looking forward to is Logan. A friend of mine that used to appear in some of my videos, and if you have looked back at my old videos, or if you've been here a long time, you might know him as his username Ulakith, or his old username Ulakith. I don't know if he still goes by it. Let me know, Chris. I don't know. He sent me a video message on Facebook, so I haven't got a screenshot of it to put up. but he asked, are you still making music? Are you still playing on your ukulele? I am not. Sadly, I'm sadly not making music these days at the moment. It's not that I don't want to, it's another thing that I have time. I struggle for the time to do it. I have my guitar right here next to me, so usually when I have a bit of downtime or a couple of seconds, I pick up this while something is loading, and yeah, I tend to have a bit of a strum, and I still come up with these little riffs, and I just never get around to recording them. So one day I'd like to. And for the part asking about the ukulele, I do still have it. It is here. I do still play on it, just like I do my other guitars, because you can see back there is a bass that I sometimes play on. I've got an acoustic just there. I've got a banjo next to it. I've got this electric guitar. I've got this. I've got a violin behind the bass as well, but that I don't play. But yeah, again, I've only ever come up with one tune for this, and I don't think I've ever recorded it. A brief little demo about it. But yeah, thanks for the question, Chris. And then for the final part of this, I say final part, there's 3 questions to go, and they're all from the same person, and they've already asked a question in this video before. And it's Popman Brad again. He first asks, in this part, what's your favourite game? Now, I'm really bad at having like a top 5 or a top 10 of anything. I really have trouble trying to put things in an order of saying this is better than this is better than this. So I tend not to do those kind of things. I tend to just say these are like my favourite. This group is all just up there. That some are better than others, but I can't completely quantify it, so they're all in the same band, is kind of how I do things. The original Fallout 1 still holds a place in my heart because it got me into the series. I played it so much, and it's just awesome. Going back to really old ones that were like my treasured games growing up, there's like a Decap Attack for the Mega Drive. I absolutely loved Operation Wolf for the Mega Drive. Altered Beast for the Mega Drive. It's fantastic. I used to love Mario All-Stars, as well as Mario 1 and 2. GoldenEye 64. It's hard to say, those are like my favourites growing up. As for more recent games, I absolutely love, people already know this, I absolutely love the Stasis games, Stasis and Kane. I thought those were absolutely fantastic and everyone should play them. I'm really enjoying Final Station, which is something I'm playing on the channel at the moment. I'm looking out, you see me turning that way, I'm looking at my Steam list at the moment. I've got it down the side. Doom was a fantastic game from last year. Inside was another one that I really liked from last year. And Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead was one that me and my brother played all the time, the first one. The second one is alright, but I don't like it as much as the first one personally. I know a lot of people preferred the second one, and I'm not 100% sure why. The things that put me off the second one compared to the first one had like a grain filter to make it look like a B-movie type thing, which, as far as I'm aware, was the idea. Whereas the second one, everything is really bright, everything's shiny, so visually it's kind of off-putting, but I think that's why a lot of people like it, because it has it makes it look like it's got better graphics, whereas the first one didn't. But I think the reason why the first one didn't was because it was a grain filter, and it was supposed to look like that. At least that's my opinion of it. The characters of the first one were a lot more relatable. I really felt invested in the characters of the first one, whereas the characters of the second game, no offense to anybody, but I couldn't give 2 shits about. They just annoyed me all the way through. And the extra monsters of the second one, I didn't, Special Infected, sorry, I didn't really care for them. The only one I really hated was the jockey, but other than that, the new special infected for the second one, I just didn't see the point of them being there. I felt we could have removed them and we wouldn't have felt any kind of loss for the game. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, that's like my favourite games, or a handful of them. I hope that answers the question to a degree, maybe. I'm sure I've left some out, which are probably completely obvious to like games that I've talked about in other videos and all this. Oh, Layers of Fear, that was a really good game, and it's a horror game, and I'm really bad at horror games. But yeah, anyway, end of that question. Potman Brad's second question for this end segment is, what was the saddest moment in a game that you have played? This is really easy. The saddest moment that pops into my head straight away was actually shown on my channel, and it was from Stasis, as I mentioned earlier. Now again, spoiler warning, because I'm going to talk about it, and this is if you've not played the game, you don't know, or you've not watched it through, this is quite a pivotal moment. This is quite an important moment in the story of the game, so big spoiler warning about what I'm about to say. You ready? Right. Now, as John Marachek, you're going around trying to find your family on the Groom Lake. There is a point where you get captured and you find your daughter, and the thing is, she's being held captive by a rather nasty man, and you wake up in this room with like a glass wall. I'm assuming it's like a one-way mirror kind of deal, because she can't see you, but you see through this wall and you can see that she's in her bedroom, or in something that looks like a child's bedroom, and the nasty man sets something on her and she dies in front of you. And that really fucking upset me. I don't even like thinking about it, and I don't know if it would have upset me as much if I weren't a father myself. I really can't say, because I didn't see it until already being a father, but there was just something about the whole idea of seeing your child die in front of you, and plus the voice acting and the story and the atmosphere and everything about that game, in my opinion, is done so well that you get sucked in so much that you can't not feel something for John seeing that happen. And yeah, I didn't like outright burst into tears, but I had tears in my eyes and I was this close to cracking. I'll play the clip as well, just for clarification. But yeah, that was the saddest moment that comes to mind, and here it is.
You took away my life's work, Mr. Marachek. Now let me return the favor.
You're not going to kill my daughter. No.
Enjoy the show. I'm off to deal with Judas.
You're not going to kill my daughter in front of me, are you? What the? What was that? Yeah, that's it. Fucking... No.
Rebecca, no! Rebecca, run! Kill me! Take me! Rebecca! Rebecca, no! Rebecca, run! Kill me! Take me! Rebecca! Rebecca! Rebecca!
That's really got to me, that has. I don't know why, but that's really got to me. Hybrid's gonna come smashing through, isn't it? It could be related to in the last video I mentioned that I was a bit sensitive to certain things. My fucking voice. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's really hit me. So yeah, thank you for that, Brad. I'm glad I got to think about that. But Brad's last question, and the last question for this video, is to balance it out. What was one of the funniest moments in a game? This is one that I can't pinpoint. I've had this question now for a day or two, and I've been really trying to think about it, and I can't think of one specific moment that I'd say is the funniest moment in a game. Partly because I've played so many games that are just generally funny. Some just are really funny and they're meant to be, and like you'll have them as equally funny as each other. Some are really funny because of something that's not supposed to happen, and it's just those random moments that catch you off guard. And then there's the whole thing of playing with friends and doing these videos for you guys, that things that I say or things that my friends say will trigger something else that's absolutely hilarious, at least to me. And yeah, that one sadly I'm gonna have to leave as unanswered, because I can't think of one moment. If anyone had the time to go through all of my videos on here and try to say this is the funniest moment in all of these, then more power to you. But yeah, I struggled to think of any just one time. I can't even think of one that stands out. I just start thinking of this made me laugh, and it just ends up being a reel going down my head, and I just can't think of one moment. Bit of a blow off answer, but it's true. I really can't. So yeah, that's my Q&A video. Let me know if you guys would like for me to do this again. I mean, what we could do is just, if you have any more questions, chuck them in the comments, and next time I do a vlog, this one I wanted to make sure I did within like something like a week or so of my last vlog going up, asking for the questions. But if you want to ask me anything, feel free to put it in the comments below here. Hit me up on Twitter, or hit me up in any way you want, and I'll just collect them for whenever I do my next vlog. Or if I do get inundated with a load of questions, then I'll just make sure I do one of these videos again. But yeah, that is it for the Q&A. I'll do a little last note. The day of recording this, today is Thursday, I actually had my first day induction thing to my gym, so that was really cool. I actually got showed around the equipment and shown how to use it properly, and I didn't do like my full, because I had a trainer person there who was there kind of outlining ideas of what I could do for my visits there, like do 10 reps on this, do 12 on that, do 20 minutes on this, whatever. Basically I did probably half to 3/4 of that today, just looking around and being shown stuff, but it was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and I found that I'm not quite as bad as I thought I was, but well, in some areas, but I'm actually bad in other areas that I didn't even know I could be bad at. Specifically the doing lunges, which you look like a prick doing, at least I did, but I found that I can't do them very well, and apparently it all stems from the fact that I sit here all day, that the muscles or tendons or whatever around my hips and all that are really tight, so I need to do stretches and stuff like that to get them out. But yeah, anyway, that's just rambling. So yeah, that went really good. or really well, and on Monday is going to be my first day doing it properly, so that's going to be interesting, and I'm probably going to be in a lot of pain afterwards. But I feel good. I'm really looking forward to it, and I feel very, very positive, which is what it's all about. So there's that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hit me up with any questions if needs be, and yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Bye, bye.